Welcome back to our Meaningful Makeover Podcast. My name is Marcia and Bronwyn, and I'm so excited to have, I want to say almost at this level, close personal friend, Bronwyn, Rieg. And I am just so happy to be here with her again today because it's World Mental Health Day. It's the 10th of October, the day that we are recording. And it's such a special and important day for us all because mental health is so important. It is something that you must focus on first and foremost. And this will, I almost want to say, is the topic of our conversation today. Is, yes, look good, feel good, 100%. And yeah, you look great on the outside, but is that reflecting on the inside? Is it beginning to show effect? Are you, I almost want to say, verbeter jy? Is this getting better? So I want to ask Bronwyn today, the initial feeling, things are moving. Jy het nou begin, the makeover has been, is al die gang, girl. Is al die gang. I mean, we can see it's on die gang, but how do you feel today? How is your mental health today in regards to, I almost want to say 6 months ago, a year ago?
It is a complete 180. All right. So we all go through this, right? When you go to bed alone at night, how do you feel about yourself then?
Yo.
Right?
You're asking deep questions here.
Sorry, mental health here. But this was the reality. I mean, for me, when I say it's a complete 180, I used to go to bed at night where you don't feel good. You know, you don't get a good night's rest. You don't feel like where your dream world is better than your reality, right? As I'm sitting here today, it is the complete opposite. I want to say my dreams do not match my reality. My reality is better. I go to bed at night, you know, excited for the next day, excited and not that, I want to say that self-loathing and that where you push yourself down, oh, today wasn't a good day, I didn't do much, I should be better. A year ago, I was saying I should be better. At this moment in time, those thoughts don't even enter my mind anymore. It is, yes, I've got this. You know,
I am better.
I am. Look, today I did something. Today I did something better than I did yesterday. I did it better than I did a year ago. And that's the transformation from this whole makeover that I think is that meaningful part is just, it's within me and I love it.
I feel like you're at a point where you're celebrating small victories.
Absolutely.
Where a small victory might have meant absolutely nothing a year ago. You would be like, it was just this. It was just that. Meanwhile, now you are like, it really is something. I'm so proud of myself. I did the thing.
Yes.
I did the thing today. Even if it was just a few more reps or a little bit something different, the way I handled myself today. Anything. It doesn't need to be fitness. It can be how you interact with people, how you choose to react to certain things.
Absolutely. How you talk to somebody.
How you talk to yourself.
How you talk to yourself. And also how you take compliments from other people.
How do you take compliments from other people
That
now?
has changed.
How do you do that?
That was a difficult one for me. If I know, you know, people used to compliment me and you kind of want to shrug it off. And
Like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, come on, let's move on, the rest of the conversation here. And now to get to that point of thank you, you know, thank you. I have been doing something differently. I have, you know, changed. Thank you for noticing it. You know, actually appreciating when somebody picks up on that.
Picks up on the hard work and all the effort that you've putting
Absolutely.
in. So for those who don't know, who's just stumbling upon this, Meaningful Makeover has been this beautiful brainchild by local businesses in Jeffreys Bay, Koga area, who have just decided to partake in one woman's change, one woman's complete and like total meaningful makeover. And so many people have been involved, businesses have been involved, and we will highlight them as we go on. So today we will be talking specifically about Carmen from Sense of Being. And they were one of the sponsors, and what they're doing is going on a journey with you for your mental health, for your inside, for the inside change. And you've been doing some work, you've been talking to her, and I feel like you still have some work to do with her, definitely. But
Absolutely.
very excited for that, for you. But I want to ask you, and this is a question that I feel like everyone listening, I almost want to say, I want to ask you is, how do you feel when you look in the mirror?
Yeah.
Like truly, when you look at yourself, what do you feel?
You know what? I think for most people, we look past ourselves in the mirror. If you're anything like I was, you don't look directly at yourself in the mirror. You wouldn't look at your eyes in the mirror. You wouldn't look at who you are. So you would look at your hair, you would look how my eyebrows are doing, or, you know, how my face is at, but you wouldn't look at yourself. I wouldn't look myself in the eyes, in the mirror. And I think that is one of the hardest things for us to do. And I had to get to the point where I actually had to go through this, and I've got it printed and it's stuck on my mirror, where I have to tell myself, and I've got there ... I love you, and to replace that ... with your name, but then look into the mirror and say, Bronwyn, I love you. Bronwyn, you are worthy. You know, that is, and I want to challenge everybody listening to this today. Go do that. Go to the mirror, go look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself, Bronwyn, I love you. Actually see yourself and take that in a moment. So looking in the mirror to me has changed that I'm not just looking at my physical self anymore. I'm looking at me. I'm looking at who I've become. I'm looking at my joys and my excitements and those things that hurt me, you know, to take it. That is who you are. To face them, you know, and not just let them bubble and brew in the background and then end up being absolutely depressed with your life, if I can be very, very honest. You don't have that zest for life anymore. So yeah, I challenge everybody, please go look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love you, but see yourself in the mirror.
What do you want to say to Bronwyn from a year ago?
Oh girl, you're only getting started. Honestly, you know what? I think what I've noticed from the few changes in these last few months is that I was a living shell. I was genuinely a living shell of a person. I remember thinking to myself, I have no personality. I've got nothing to say to people. I've got nothing to bring to the table. And that is how I felt a year ago. So to get to the point where today I can sit and talk with somebody, Marcia, like tell me everything, you know, that I never used to be able to do that. I know I was a living shell, and it's these little things, it's little steps, it's every single day choosing yourself. But I'm going to tell you, when you know there are people that believe in you, the world is your oyster. And you can be like me. I can't believe I'm sitting here today talking about this, and I'm excited about life. Yes, I'm wiggling for life. I've got that zest.
Life is excited about you.
Good, because I'm coming.
I wanted to say, when I met you the first time, that is not the impression I got from you. That is not the impression. I didn't think, shame. I really didn't think that. And it breaks my heart to think how the world has lied to you, and how it's almost as if it has accumulated so distastefully in your brain that you must think that you're a shell of a person, that you're unimpressionable or unimportant or unfunny or unconfident. Where I met you, I was like, what a lovely person. What a lovely, lovely person. And yes, obviously you could see the hurt, and you could see the pain, and you could see the potential, and you could see the dream and the spark. It was there. The spark, it was there. It just needed to be fanned and encouraged and given space and air to just ignite. And I am just so wholeheartedly excited, and to just have this conversation with you today where, it was the fun little, cute little, yes, how do you feel that you won? Yes, that's also important. But now we're going deeper. We're adding layers. We're delving into who you are and what you can do.
It's interesting that you say that you say that you could see those things in me, because I couldn't. And I didn't know that you could. So, and I think a lot of people do this. We put on masks. You know, we've got this default mask. We've got this default, I want to say voice. We've got this default, okay, I'm going to talk to somebody. This is what I'm going to present. And it's a mask. And I mean, just, you know, coming back to World Mental Health Day, how many of us aren't doing that? Where you might project confidence, but inside you are melting with vulnerability. Or you might absolutely turn every single conversation around because you don't want to talk about yourself. You know, okay, you know, to forgive yourself for your past mistakes, to forgive yourself for not feeling like you're up to it. You're allowed to feel not worthy, but then you've got to remember that you are. So you saw the potential, and that's why I say it's so interesting. You saw potential where I didn't. I couldn't understand how could I have been chosen for this competition, to be very honest. I couldn't see it.
It's almost as if you were clouded by just this negativity that's just been imparted into you by, almost want to say God knows what. Because everybody has a journey. Everybody has something that messes with their head and messes with their self-view and how you look at yourself and how you think others look at you.
Absolutely. We are so focused on what other people think. We are not focused on how we think about ourselves.
Which is the only thing that...
It's the only opinion that matters.
It's the only thing that matters is how do you feel about yourself?
Yeah.
And then I almost want to say Bronwyn Ridgeway with the automatic segue of like bringing it into the freaking celebration shoot we did today.
Yeah, I threw you guys for a loop there, hey?
So this girl rocks up, okay? I just see a whole different Bronwyn, and she's wearing haka, and I'm not even like, we're going to get to that because it's a beautiful story. And this chick looks amazing, and she's not wearing a stitch of makeup, and we're just freaking out because obviously there's been significant weight loss and significant changes, and it's ons is nou al diep in hierdie proses, but I could just sense like it's a whole different girl, and I'm loving it. It's such a vibe. And now we do the makeup, and we're having fun with it, and it's always such a joy. And
oh, yes.
all of a sudden, it's photo shoot time, baby. Because we're doing a celebration shoot. It's not like we said in the beginning. We don't want that beginning and the end and like the sad, grainy, dark photos and the person is like aspres, they're frowning and everything. No, it's the confidence. So we had initial shoot.
Yeah.
My brain is running away. And it was so beautiful. And then we had this, almost want to say, midway shoot, little spring vibes. And how was that?
Oh.
Ek het gekyk. En ek was dus, ooh, girl.
I'm going to be very honest with everyone out here today. I don't like being in the limelight. Okay. I'm putting that out there. I'm putting that out there just so that you can appreciate.
That's true.
What actually happened today. Yes, I did come out with my high heels on.
I wish you could just like...
I don't think a camera will be able to pick it up, but there we go. Yeah, can I talk about my high heel story?
Yes. It's a beautiful story. And it imparts into just the whole essence of today.
Yeah, so when I was a small young little girl, my gran used to look after me after school. And of course she had all her high heels from her younger days. And that was the place I wanted to be, that cupboard. And those shoes, lots of them were mine. Obviously I didn't fit into any of those shoes, but it was high heels. And I would walk with my little feet in those shoes. So for me, a huge thing is I'm very comfortable in heels. I love heels. Ooh. I love high heels, as most women probably do feel. But, you know,
That's amazing.
With me, feeling less and less and less of myself, I stopped wearing the heels. I put them all in a cupboard and they're very nice and I would look at them, but I stopped wearing the heels because I didn't feel worthy. You know, and the place that I was most comfortable, I wasn't comfortable at anymore. I was looking at myself, oh, Bronwyn, you're too fat now. You can't, wear heels. Or Bronwyn, you don't look good enough. Or nothing is on point. You can't do this. And I used to put myself down, and the place where I was comfortable in heels, I stopped wearing heels. And so today I decided I'm wearing my heels. And that confidence is back. That, well, I'm going to wear it. And I do. I feel suddenly your shoulders fall a little bit back, or
string that's pulling you up.
Exactly. Bend and snap. We're going back to Legally Blonde here, but that's exactly how you feel. You feel that confidence, and you feel suddenly I'm back in my happy place. And that's what today's shoot was. So I loved it. I loved today's shoot. I did.
And I mean, how amazing, like I said, sitting and looking at you guys taking the shoot and just being here with Rieg AD and just how they have, almost want to say, created a home, created a safe space for you to be able to express yourself so confidently. And for those who have done a photo shoot with them, it is a holistic experience because it's so much fun and you feel safe and warm and welcome. And tell us, how do you feel working with them? How do you feel in this environment that they've created for you to express yourself so beautifully?
Rieg AD are the best. Honestly, if you're looking for photographers, look no further. Just the way they make you feel so good about yourself. They are constantly, behind the camera. They prepping you up. They want the best of you. And I know for a fact that those photos are going to be worthy. You guys, I know you're behind the camera, but I just want to tell you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the very beginning, you have made me feel so comfortable. For somebody that doesn't appreciate being in the limelight, and you guys are professional, and you make it fun, and absolutely spot on. Thank you.
It's just so beautiful to be a part of this experience. It's my favorite thing ever. When I get a text, we're doing a Bronwyn day, I'm like, yeah, I'm there. It's so much fun because it's so much fun growing with you. And I think the most important part of the human experience is that you must also celebrate others and have joy with others. And this quote that has also helped me through a lot of things is, why can I laugh with you but not cry with you?
Wow.
So why can we celebrate together but not have a deep moment together? And that is really important, especially for today, for World Mental Health Day. And we're going to continue this conversation in our next episode of how the external and internal transformations are connecting, because there's a reason that we are doing what that we are a bit more straight up these days. So I want to say thank you for everyone who just pressed play and who decided to join us on this journey today. Please look out for our next episode where Bronwyn and I will continue our conversation. And I almost want to end up by saying, almost a little sign off by saying, don't stop wearing the heels. Wear the heels. You are worthy of the heels.
Yes.
You are worthy of the heels. You are worthy of everything you want.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys.